Find the root or roots of the cubed root of negative 125. So with this problem, we want to determine, is it going to have one root or two roots? And with that, we're going to go to our office assistants, Brooke and Sophia. So Brooke and Sophia are here to take a look at when we have a negative root. So think about the square root of 4. The square root of 4 can equal negative 2. I know that's the case because if I take negative 2 and I square it, that means I have negative 2 times negative 2. And negative times negative is a positive, and 2 times 2 is 4. If I have the cubed root of negative 8, that can equal negative 2. And I know that's the case because negative 2 cubed is going to give me negative 8. You can see here as I multiply this by one more negative 2, I'm now at negative 8. The fourth root of 16 can equal negative 2. Because when I take negative 2 and I multiply by itself 4 times, I have now a positive 16. Fifth root of negative 32 equals negative 2. And again, we can see that here. So what Brooke and Sophia are trying to explain to us is that, and what we should hopefully be noticing here, a pattern, is that when we have an even index, so when we're talking about a square root or a fourth root, what we have then is a positive radicand. The number inside that radical symbol is positive, but we have two real roots. We have that positive root that we've been working with, but we also have this negative root here. When we have an odd index, so when we're working with a cubed root or a fifth root or even a seventh root and so on, then we have to have a negative radicand in order for us to get a negative root answer. So we have to have a negative number inside our radical symbol. And we're only going to have one real root for our answer. So here we can see that the cubed root of negative 8 is negative 2, but the cubed root of positive 8 is going to give us positive 2. Unlike this example here, we cannot have a negative 4 underneath the radical when we're working with a square root. That does not work. Thank you, Brooke and Sophia. So now we know that we're only going to have one root for this problem. So we want to ask ourselves, what number do we know of that I can multiply by itself 3 times that's going to equal a negative 125? Because I have a negative as a radicand, I know that my root is going to be negative. And so when I think about what negative number do I multiply by itself 3 times to equal 125, I get 5. So the cubed root of negative 5 times negative 5 times negative 5 is going to equal negative 5. My negative 125 can get split apart by multiplying. I can multiply negative 5 by itself 3 times to give me this value. And 3 of these and this cubed root cancel each other out to just leave me with negative 5.